In a world of writers, actors, and actresses, you dare to act harder.
1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The old dark dog awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms, bum bum. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms, bum bum.
You dare to write harder. You need a break to express your talent.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
A break to change your life. An individual to help you be seen and heard. You've earned your big break.
Scene. I know I've been there.
All right, so Bill, I apologize. I'm going to interrupt as we're going to restart ourselves. Everyone watching, this is what happens when you are somewhat new at streaming. We're going to go ahead and say our hellos again now that I've not muted everybody. Well, guys, hey, welcome to week 4 of the big break. Fun stuff, obviously. So, real quickly here, guys, just, big hello to Sabrina Delaney once again, who now can be heard. Bill, thanks for bearing with us. That's fun. All right. Well, guys, look, as we were asking Bill, we were just asking him Bill, go ahead again, please. What drew you to working with us over here at the Big Break?
Oh, the money.
That's pretty much it. It's why we're all here, obviously.
It's a marvelous idea. Young actors need all the information they can get. We're all spread out all over the country now. People are relying more on the internet, which gives everybody a little bit more of a level playing field in that regard. But you still have to have talent, and you still have to know what you're doing with the camera. And lighting is very important, and sound is very important. If they can't hear you or see you, next, forget about it. It's not going to happen. Use your video skills to the best of your ability. Study up, watch other people's videos, learn about your backgrounds and things that are suitable for you. Buy all the publications, find out who's casting and what's going on in your area and wherever you may be, and stay the course.
Yeah, persistence is definitely the key. We have had, this week, we had some folks on our top list that were actually on it the first week, didn't make it the next couple, but then we're back on it for number 4. We've had people who have been with us all 4 weeks auditioning, as we've told them to audition every week, and never give up. And sure enough, boom, back on the top list they are. Great. Persistence, guys, it's what it's all about. Delaney, what did you want to talk to Bill about today?
I want to know what's your favorite thing that you've worked on, like in your massive career. Like what's the stand out to you?
Well, I like my theater experiences stay with me more than anything else. Done some wonderful plays with some great playwrights. Having started my career with Arthur Miller was a dream come true. and then having to put up a new Air Gurney play at Lincoln Center with Pete Gurney, God bless him, was another tremendous, wonderful thing. To play Lenny in Hong Kong at the International Hong Kong Arts Festival back in 1989, maybe, something like that, 88. Those are memorable, really memorable to me. But the movies are, you're there for a short amount of time. You make some friends, and then the circus leaves town, So, but my last movie, The November Man, that I made with Pierce Brosnan, I would say is the funnest experience I've had as an actor, and that character was fun, and Pierce was fun, and we share the same birthday, and we started the thing on our birthdays, which I guess was a great omen to begin with.
That's cool.
It was cool.
Let's see. Sabrina, why don't you go ahead?
You've been in a lot of awesome productions, shows, movies, like Life Goes On, The Trigger Effect, more recently, Iron Man. What draws you to a project? Like, what makes you commit to something? Is it the character you would be playing, the message it invokes, or the people it would reach?
Well, as I've said throughout my career, Life Goes On is probably the most gratifying, or is the most gratifying work that I've ever done as an artist. And I wish there was more of that kind of programming now, and human beings and their hearts and characters and our differences, they don't go away. And it was wonderful to be able to investigate those problems or challenges together. But Life Goes On was just pretty special, because I had minored in special education, and my my entrance into acting was through Lenny and Of Mice and Men, which was sort of brought all my senses, my heart, my soul, my mind, my compassion, my empathy, everything in one kind of explosion, if you will. So it was, it all fit, it all fit for me in some way. So I would say that's probably the best.
It's when Bill and I were talking earlier today, one of the things that really, I kind of really appreciated about, the work he did on, Life Goes On, is that those kind of shows, when you watch them for a long period of time and the characters and the stories develop, is that there becomes those moments of real emotional connection and moments that really touch a person on an individual level. We've seen a lot of characters. Portrayed by Bill and the other judges we've had. We've had some really amazing characters that have been shown to us by our contestants who have been auditioning. And our first reveal for the day, for this week, is definitely no exception to that. And apparently all of you out there thought the same thing. So without further ado, the Big Break would like to introduce and welcome, as we all watch, the popular vote reveal for this week. All right, so here we go. So Alex, so real quick, I guess the reason for the call is because we were obviously today and yesterday we were going over the auditions, and there was something that came up with yours that we had to go over really quick here. And as it turns out, the thing we had to go over was the fact that your audition was so damn good, and the fact that everybody else apparently thought so too. So Alex, the reason I'm calling is because after very, very exhausting vote count, I'm very, very happy to announce that, Alex, you've won your Big Break. And I'm calling to officially welcome you to the show.
Oh my God. That's so cool.
Alex, we're crazy excited to have you. We're really proud of you. Your audition was absolutely stupendous. And Like we couldn't be more pleased. Like you should be really proud. You did amazing.
Thank you so much. Oh my god. It was so hard too. Oh my god.
I can't even imagine the amount of work that you put into that. Like it's phenomenal, man. So we can't wait to have you on our show. We got some great times coming before us. I'm going to be in touch. I'm going to be in touch with you shortly to go over some details, man. But listen, congratulations. You deserve it and more. All right. So welcome to season 1.
Thank you. I'm excited. Ooh, excited's an understatement. Oh my god.
So awesome, man. All right. I'm going to talk to you soon, Alex. All right. You enjoy. All right. So obviously, without further ado, welcome, Alex. Come on out, my friend. Come on out. Everyone, welcome, Alex. Congratulations.
Hello. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Kel Drogo. My goodness, man. Listen, I know everyone wants to know, man. What was your inspiration there to take on such a bold choice of monologues?
Well, I know with monologues, like, look is really not always that much. It's about the character. But when you put up characters, accents, and impressions this week, my mind immediately raced to one of my favorite actors with that native Hawaiian connection. And I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. And I've always dreamt of either cosplaying or being able to act as a Dothraki. So I saw the opportunity, and I just took it. I loved it.
Good, absolutely, man. Good for you. Like how much time? How long did it take you to get that down? Because you had that speech down pat, man. Like, what did that take from you?
I started trying to memorize the lines on midnight Saturday, and then the whole day Sunday I was just repetitively going over them, and I kept studying the emotion and the English meanings of the words, so that way I could truly understand what's going on in that scene. So it took probably 4 or 5 hours total to get down that Dothraki language, especially with the sound that they use. And then it took probably 9 or 10 takes, because I was just I would get the words down, but the more like into it I tried to go, the more they would slip. So it just took multiple tries to be able to throw in my motion, while also using the language to a good extent.
Well, that's a very common thing for every actor. You know, when you're rehearsing and you're starting a play, and you have the words are all there, you know, and then all of a sudden something happens inside of you, or something happens between you and another player, and you go up because this is something new for your character. This is a new feeling here. You have to go back and re-examine how I got there and where I'm going to take that from that point on, because it's obviously touched something in you. It just didn't, you know, your emotions didn't get involved for any reason, it was for a reason. And, you know, it connected you, as you said. So those are great things that you learn during the process of learning your lines. And I mentioned before that my favorite quote is, "All art aspires to the condition of music." And you had music. You knew there was a rhythm to what you were talking about, a rhythm in your inherited being. So,
well, congratulations again, Alex, and we're going to. I'm very excited to reveal Bill's top pick, and however, if we, what I'd love to do first is Bill, real quickly, just briefly, could you tell us on the topic that you selected this week? Can you tell us just the highlights of what it was that stood out on this one so much to you that this was your immediate selection?
Well, I like the connection with the camera. It was open and vulnerable, and it allowed me to come in.
Well, excellent. Well, I want to bring her out. So
bring her out here. Come on, Johnny.
All right, so here we go. We're going. Let's go ahead and reveal. Here's Bill's top pick. Carrie, this is Andy. I'm calling you up because, as I said, there's been a little bit of an issue with your audition as we were going through it, and it kind of necessitated this call. And the actual issue came up when our guest judge, Bill, was going through it. And, the real reason I had to call was because, as it turns out, the issue Bill had with your audition was really just that damn good.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So obviously what that means is, out of all the auditions we got and everything that Bill reviewed, he actually contacted me almost immediately after I sent it to him.
Oh, wow.
And pointed out that yours was absolutely the top pick without question. And I'm calling Carrie, congratulations. You probably heard me say this on a trailer, but you've earned your big break.
Oh, thanks.
Well, welcome to the show. I'm really excited for you. We loved your audition. We loved watching it. You did an amazing job, and we're just all really excited to work with you on this project, have you in the show, and I think it's going to be really amazing. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. That's great.
You're very welcome. I'll let you guys kind of, cheer it on. I'll be in touch shortly with some of the details, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, congratulations to Bill's top pick. Carrie, welcome. Congratulations.
Hi.
Oh man. So like you said, all the things that Bill said, and it was a joy. Actually, it was just a pleasure to go through the audition. You did an absolutely amazing job. Why that one? What inspired you to take that particular piece on?
Oscar Wilde. He's one of my favorite playwrights. I love Oscar Wilde, and I've never had the opportunity to be in an Oscar Wilde play, so this seemed like a great time to try it out and do it. So I was really excited.
Well, good for you. You made a great choice. It was very good.
Yeah.
It was. And how did you do with your setup? Your setup looked pretty good. Your lighting and your sound.
I have lights.
Good.
Yeah, so I bought lights, professional lights, and I have a tripod that I used to put my camera phone on. Just used the camera phone, and used a blank slate in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was it. It's pretty simple.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
I went to drama school, so I did know that what your background should be, what a self-tape should be like. So yes, I was aware.
So have you been on stage?
Yes. I did a few plays. In drama school, I was trained in both theater and screen acting. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it shows.
Okay, that's good. I didn't actually start pursuing acting until I was 30, so it's new to me.
I started late as well. Don't worry about it. Just just keep going. Keep your health. Stay in it. Whatever. Have you been auditioning and?
Yeah. No, but it's
Online?
It's daunting. It's so scary. Every day I'm just like, you audition for so many things and you don't hear. And
where do you find your audition pieces? Where do you find your opportunities?
On acting websites, so like Actors Access, Breakdown Services, stuff like that. Yeah.
So this is all common knowledge to all the auditioners on the big break, correct?
Oh yes. Yeah, we put casting call. We have our casting call out to backstage, to We're going to be on Actors Access. We have basically a lot of the major casting call sites, because we are, let's say, as I've told people, we actually cast one of our winners from as far away as Australia. Hope is from Australia. We're excited to work with her. We've had auditions from Canada, inquiries from Germany, people really from all over, and even this week, New York, California.
It's such a lesson in what we have to go through as actors if you're really going to pursue this as a career. It's identifying the fact that when one door closes, another one opens, and you always have to remember that. And this particular instance, the door that's opening is your ability to hone your audition skills. And it's hard, as I was saying earlier, it's hard. You don't have the opportunity to play with fellow actors now, so it's a very it's a very individual pursuit. But I will say this: when you are doing auditions, stillness and quiet are your friend.
Now, speaking of full body, what I do look forward to seeing, what I look forward to, would love to see sometime is, would love to see Alex taking on that role with a lot more room to work with. Because man, that room and that screen could barely contain you, my friend. That was there's so much energy in that.
That's why, yeah, because I know with the backgrounds, like solid color backgrounds are what you need, but I could not find a space in my house with enough for me to like step.
It's a fun challenge to have. It's even right here we're in a broadcasting. I'm in a small room where we with as you can see, a makeshift green screen behind us. The things you do. I like to ask this always of our winners. I always like to ask this because both of you took on some challenges inside of this, either in just nervous to audition, the piece you're taking on, and all that. And there's a lot of people out there every week who are just intimidated to audition, who aren't sure if they should go through with it, let alone go online. Like it's a bold move what both of you did to put yourselves out there. And as we've seen time and again, it can pay off for people doing that. What can you say? What would Alex? What would you like to say to the person who's out there who's watching this, and they're just not sure? They're not sure if they should try. They're not sure if they should take the risk to audition, or maybe if they've tried once and didn't make it through, to try again. What would you like to say to that person?
I would say, really, you've got nothing to lose. If you put yourself out there, then if something doesn't happen, your life doesn't change. It can only really go up from where you're at right now by taking an opportunity that you've been given, whether it's something like this where you just see everyone else going at it. You're not alone too. So you can never really feel like, oh, if I don't get this, then it's all gonna go downhill, because you're already in a place where you're steady, so you can only really look up.
And always know, whenever you walk into an audition, even if you don't get it, if you do your best, they're gonna remember you. Yeah. And if you show up, you get there, you know your words, they're going to remember you. Just bring something.
Carrie, how about yourself? I know you said that there was a nervousness or hesitation about auditioning, and like in your auditions, it's that wondering, am I gonna get it? Am I gonna get calls back and all that? There's a lot of people in the exact same kind of situation, and if you could be right there to whisper something to them, what would you like to say?
I'd say, just jump, just go for it. I mean, that's what I always tell myself. I mean, I'm always nervous every single time. So I just knock it out for a second and just do it, and they'll deal with whatever after. It doesn't matter. So, you know, I mean, I might embarrass myself. It happens. I'll get over it. You just have to tell yourself you'll get over it. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody needs a lesson in just doing it, just go back to YouTube and watch that Shia LaBeouf film of him just screaming, "Just do it" for 5 minutes, and that'll pump you up. Well, guys, you know, we've had some absolutely amazing auditions our first 4 weeks, and as we enter into week 5 here for season 1 of The Big Break, we're coming quickly to our halfway point. Now, as people are kind of wondering, what is the next category going to be? So, on this upcoming week, what we would like to see is please give us a monologue of from your favorite scene from your favorite movie. Still solo, still a monologue, folks. But give us your best. You know, out there, I know that. Huh?
Is it an impersonation?
If they'd like, if they'd like to. You know, sometimes perhaps in a particular scene, they feel drawn emotionally to deliver it in a certain fashion. What I would say, you know, actually, it's interesting, Bill. You know, I told you this earlier when we spoke. The thing about you know, movies and shows that really gets me is just losing yourself in a story being told, and identifying with it, the emotion you draw from it, the experience of that story that really hits you. And you know, look folks, this week, you all have had that moment when you've seen a show. So come to us with a monologue and share that experience. Take us on a journey, tell a story, share that emotion.
I want to say before Sabrina, down here in the corner, I don't know if you're in the corner on everybody's screen, Sabrina, but your audition was wonderful.
You know what? Actually, Bill, thank you for reminding me. I would like to take a moment. I would like to do a couple shout outs for some, as we would refer to it, honorable mentions that we thought were phenomenal. I would like to thank Robert Dietz for your audition. I would like to thank Matthew Isaiah. Ayla Frost, you were fabulous once again. James Yanoda, thank you very much. And Jared Lucier as well. Although not everybody made it on our top list this week, we also had a couple people who came back to us that have been auditioning week after week. Langston, you're phenomenal. I hope you keep going. Rodney, you have been auditioning every week from the beginning, and you are awesome. We want to see you keep going. Keep showing us your auditions and characters. We had people who were and absolutely my wife's favorite, Regina Niles. You are phenomenal. Please do not give up. Past that, guys. The only thing we'll mention is, once again, remember we're a young production. You know, The Big Break is not a giant corporately sponsored production. We have a Kickstarter going. As we've seen, our entire goal in this production is to provide a platform and a venue for the undiscovered. As we've seen this week, from coast to coast, there's talent out there that deserves a shot. You know, Carrie here, Alex, they deserve a shot. Their talent is here to be seen, and we want to provide that platform. We need your support to do that. So please check out our Kickstarter. $5, $10, $25 from each person, and our show is going strong. All right, so no pledge is too small. We appreciate the support. We got a couple more weeks on our Kickstarter, and we want to see this happen. So please consider supporting us. Keep an eye on our social media, guys, for a lot of cool content coming out. And past that, guys, week 4 done. From all of us here at The Big Break, congratulations again to our winners. And guys, break a leg.